photo collage is projected. The stage is split to represent Adrian's apartment, stage left, a poetry club on stage right, and the cubicles at Adrian's office upstage center, where there exists the constant ringing of telephones. Act 1, Scene 1. No real place, no real time. Stage is in black. Suddenly, the flashbulb of a camera is seen and heard as a picture is snapped on stage by Josh. As the picture flashes, a colored spot comes up on him sitting on a stool.
Don't blink. I'm taking your picture. It's what I do. I document life. I capture the human condition because that's what people want. People want things that they can relate to, already feel every day. Because to be alive is to feel. Sometimes I feel that if I took every single emotion, rolled it up into a ball in my hand, and pressed and crushed this ball so hard that I could actually hold the emotions in my hand, it would turn into a photograph. That's what photographs are. Concentrated, perfected moments of intense emotion. If they're done right, that is. If the photographer knows what he or she is doing, then the photograph should seem to be a tiny window into the very essence of the human condition. And that turns life into art. And why then must the human condition be some perpetual search that keeps our feet moving? After all, we move forward because we are all searching for something.
A dance couple comes out on stage from opposite ends. They are dressed in business suits and possibly carry briefcases. They walk straight toward each other to start. They pantomime a silent tableau, a modern dance expressing what Josh is saying, as if his photograph were illustrating his words by coming to life and playing out what he sees through his lens. This happens in a plane of the stage, both physically and metaphorically separate from Josh, and should not distract from the speech.
We all intrinsically long so illogically and amorously and foolishly for some other person to make us feel whole. That's what it is, you know? Our other missing half. That's why humans are social creatures, as they say. It's pathetic. The entire cycle is just beyond me, and yet it's born into us. Really, I think we all would be so much better off if we could just live our lives for ourselves and not ever need anyone else to justify our existence. Smile.
The couple turns to the audience and poses, as if they are in a portrait. Josh snaps another picture as the lights dim on him and he exits. Surreal lighting comes up on the couple. As the next scene is being set, they dance out into a separate position and then freeze in separate kiss poses, another tableau. They freeze in a pose for a few seconds and then travel to a new spot on stage, freezing again in a new pose. They do this 3 times and then travel off stage. End of scene. Act 1, Scene 2, The Office, Monday, daytime. 3 tables are in cubicles at Adrian's work. She sits at the center one. Larry sits, hardly working, though his phone rings incessantly throughout the scene. One desk is empty. Sound of ringing phones. Adrian is on the phone.
Yes, we're sending down today to do the article. Yeah, today. Yes, in about an hour.
Miss, excuse me. I have a delivery that I need for you to sign right away.
1 minute. No, not Sunday, today. What? You're at lunch? Well, yes, that's what you told me before, which is why it's a lunch interview. You don't remember.
Miss, I'm sorry, but we are way behind today. It will only take a second.
Just a minute. You don't... Hello? Hello, yes? Yeah, can you hear me now? A lunch interview.
Miss, I have a schedule to speak to my boss. It's already on my ass.
Excuse me. Can you please hold on a moment? Thank you, sir. Now excuse me, but I know we're all very busy here. Me, you, everyone in the office, in fact. But no matter what the issue is, I cannot believe I just heard you speak to me that way. Do you know who I'm on the phone with? I am on the phone with the head of the company that happens to reside in the tallest building in the city. So do you think maybe, just maybe, you can take your backside and sit it down over there for 5 minutes so that I can finish what it is that I began to do before you even waltzed in here? Thank you.
No problem.
Hello? Hello? Damn, you hung up.
Adrian!
What? Sorry. I'm so sorry, Miss St. Clair. I didn't know it was you.
Yes, I can see that. Listen, Listen, I came about the memo I sent down to you Friday morning. 8 a.m. Adrian, it was sent through Inter-Office Mail Express.
I'm sorry, I never got a memo.
Well, who picked up the office mail yesterday? Larry, was it you? Larry!
Oh, hello, Miss St. Clair. I was just, sending out faxes and checking books and,
Working on your column.
yes, all of that, you know.
Fabulous. Now, Larry, was it you that picked up the inter-office mail Friday?
I sure did.
Great, so you gave Adrian the memo then?
The memo. The memo, right. I had it right here. Somewhere. I've got it, right here. It's the memo. The memo that came Friday morning. Here it is.
Thank you.
Anything for you, Adrian?
I apologize, Mrs. St. Clair. There seems to have been a delay in the delivery.
That's all right. It's fine since you still have until next Friday to meet the deadline.
Deadline?
Yes, the deadline for your article. It's all explained in that memo right there in your hand.
Are you referring to the Modern Motives article that I have interviewed for today?
Yes, that one.
But you gave me a month for it since it's a double issue.
It's all right there in the memo. I'd hope to have heard back from you by now, which is why I came down.
I couldn't possibly. I mean, do you really think?
That's why you should always check your inter-office memos. But I have complete faith in you. I know you'll get it done, and that you'll have it done in time for the company exhibition gala next Friday.
Right, of course. Of course I'll have it done. I have to, don't I? 3 years working here, and all I'm told is get it done.
I can, help you get it done, Adrian.
Shh. What is she saying? Shut up! He's like literally run into me. I said shut up. Shut up! Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. You really snuck up on me. Saying at the same time.
No, it's okay. I understand.
I
These
didn't
things
see you.
happen.
You really snuck
I'm just,
up on me.
I'm new here.
It's been such a crazy day.
I need to find my desk.
Can I help you?
They sent me to this floor, but I don't know where to go from here. Can you help me?
What did you say?
I just said that I need to find my desk. Can you point me in the right direction?
Oh, sure I can. Let me see what you okay. Huh. Well, what do you know? You're right next to me.
How fortunate.
Yeah, it sure is. So if you ever need help with anything else, feel free.
Thank you. I will. I'm Nate.
Adrian,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. Are you the new music writer?
Yeah, I am. I just started.
That's cool. That's real cool.
Excuse me! But now I have been waiting here for half an hour. And I cannot wait anymore. I have 3 more deliveries to make after this, and I can't be behind anymore.
Oh, Tim, please listen. I swear I'll just need 1 more minute.
No. You must sign this right now.
Please.
Right now, or I'm calling my manager and filing a complaint.
Well, what is going on here, sweetheart?
Oh, good. Miss, maybe you can help me. I have been waiting here for an hour now.
Oh,
an hour!
really?
And this little miss has refused to sign my package. All I need is for her to take this pen and sign my package. Right here, on this little X, so I can place it on the floor by her desk and walk away. Just 2 seconds to sign my package. Look, I even have the pen all ready for her to sign.
Excuse me, Pedro. Yeah, I don't remember asking you any questions. This here is my best girlfriend, Adrian, and she happens to have a very difficult, though fantastically fabulous job here at the magazine. Now, I think maybe if you knew half the crap she has to go through on a daily basis, I think maybe you wouldn't be on her case so much. But actually offer to take her out for a Cosmo. Oh, by the way, is 9 p.m. okay?
I'll take her out for Cosmo.
Larry, you go back to your supermodel websites. Now, as I was saying, Pedro, she's under a lot of stress, and while asking her to sign your package is kind of right along the lines of what she needs right now, I hardly think you're what she's looking for. So why don't you give me your little pen there, and I'll be more than happy to sign it for you. And there's my number just in case. Now anytime you come back, you feel free to go right over to my desk, and I'll be more than happy to sign it for you. Okay, bye-bye now, Pedro.
Gosh, all of this insanity on top of Jake leaving, it makes me so tired sometimes. When will everything just fall into place? Sorry, Gustav. And that little display of yours is why I love you for all eternity.
Well, how could you not? I'm honest.
I know, you so are. Now, what are you doing here on my floor? I didn't think you could ever get bored from photographing dozens of beautiful women. I mean, even you get your tips from somewhere.
You know, it's funny, because it's true. but no, I'm not bored. I just stopped on my caffeine break to give you a what's up, and then I saw you talking to Mr. Newbie over there, and hello! Watch out for that one, he's a cutie.
I know, I'm so excited. Maybe I'm
You never know, that's why I always say you have to keep shopping, love. But it seems I've managed to save your tushy again. That's another frappuccino going on your bill, Duchess.
You're always saving my tushy, so.
Hey, bro, why don't you take turns sometimes, you know? Don't hog the riches.
I got this one, babe. Larry, are you familiar with the term sexual harassment? You see, I don't think you are, because...
Yeah, look, why don't you just chill out, all right? You don't always have to be such a bitch.
I don't think you are, because if you were familiar with it, you would save these loser comments for people who actually want to hear them. Like, you know, those ladies and those guys you accost on Friday nights.
Jeez, it comes in names. Larry, don't you ever answer your phone?
I don't hang out at bars on Friday nights.
Oh, that's right, I'm so sorry. Saturday nights.
Listen, I don't know why you can't just mind your own business.
Adrian is my business because she has enough to do without having to fend off slugs like you.
Look, you don't have to be so harsh, man. I mean, you know, she's beautiful, you know?
Yes, I know, and we beautiful people, well, we just have to stick together.
Hello?
Which is why...
The scene freezes and is quiet as Edmund enters. Lights suddenly dim, but don't go out completely. On everyone except Adrian and Edmund. Spot on Edmund.
Hello. I hope you're not busy. I'm sorry to just drop by like this, but I wanted to see you.
No, not busy. Not busy at all.
Everyone else on stage but the two of them exit. Silence. She hangs up the phone.
It's so good to see you. It's been so long. Wow, you look great.
Oh, please. You always were a smooth talker.
No, really, you do. It's so refreshing to see you. You want to have lunch?
I don't know.
Missy left me. We're on the outs again.
I guess I could spare an hour.
They walk over to a cafe table. Lights are black on every other portion of the stage except the cafe.
Yeah, she's gone again, Adrian. And at first I didn't know what to do. So hard.
What was it this time?
Well, same old, you know. But as I was saying before, I was so delightfully interrupted by your perfect lips.
Edmund.
No, they really are. Your whole face is perfect in that. Which is why I'm here.
I mean, I don't know if this is a good...
Please, just hear me out. I really need to talk about it.
I thought you gave that up.
Oh, I did, babe. But just like I promised you, but when I got back with Missy, things got so hard again that I just needed something. And this is a really difficult moment for me. So please, if you don't mind, just this once. Oh. Yeah, it's a big one. Well, thanks. This is just what I needed. I knew you just is what I needed.
Really?
Yes. You see, while things were going bad with Missy again, all I could think about was a way out of the whole thing. How or who. I know. But then, when she was gone, I had one face in mind. The one that I felt I could always come to. See? That's what you are. You're home. Maybe you're home to me.
Wow, I just can't believe it. This really sudden. I actually just went through something myself.
I know it's sudden, which is why I don't want to commit to anything right now. I need some time, but I really want to see you. You're beautiful, and you make me feel better already.
Well, gosh, I don't know what to say. I still remember that time we walked all the way down Fifth Avenue, window shopping and holding hands. All the stores were closed. It must have been at least 2 a.m. You were singing to me, Frank Sinatra, of course. Of course, you had quite a few martinis, but I didn't care. That was before you even really knew me that well. And
Yeah, I know, I remember. But listen, babe, I hate to eat and run, but I gotta get this thing in a little bit. So I gotta plow. But hey, no tears. I can take you out dinner tonight. Would you say around 9:30?
Oh, 9:30. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
wait. No, I can't. I have my Cosmo hour with Gustav. 9. It's like a weekly thing.
Well, great. If it's a weekly thing, I'm sure you wouldn't care if you missed it once. I know you'll understand. So I'll see you then. Okay, babe? Bye.
He exits. Scene shifts seamlessly back into the office where Adrian stands talking to Gustav. Dave is at his desk. Larry is out to lunch. Absent.
So that was it. And I'm really sorry, but you don't know what this is like for me.
Yeah, all of your naughty hopes and dreams come true.
I'm serious, Gustav. It's more than that. I believe that everything happens for a reason. And Edmund comes back now, at the perfect time when I need it most. It's only been 3 weeks since Jake.
All right. I suppose I'll forgive you. But it will cost you an extra olive next week.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Just don't do anything I would do. Wait, I guess that doesn't say much, does it? Well, toodles.
Blah, blah. Goodbye.
Oh, well, look who's here.
Hey, Gustav.
Gosh, hi. What are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know, they hired me for some freelance stuff. So I came by to pick up the paperwork and show some samples.
Well, last I checked, you needed to be on Gustav's floor of photography, not mine, here in writer's hell.
Ah, very perceptive of you. However, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to look in on my favorite sob case.
Oh, thank you. As a matter of fact, I do have some juicy news to tell you.
See? I thought so. I have a sixth sense about these things. Do tell.
Well, you'll never guess who came by today.
You're right. I probably won't.
Edmund.
Oh. Really? What did he want?
He says he never got over it.
Surprise, surprise.
Really, that's what he said. He's taking me out to dinner tonight.
So what number are we on now? Is it 3 splits in the last 4 years, or do we actually make it to 4 now?
Josh, stop being so difficult. He and Missy have only split up twice in that particular time frame. The third one was only a misunderstanding.
They're all misunderstandings, Adrian. And when he works this one out, the same will happen that always happens.
No, he was really broken up this time. He started smoking.
What? Adrian, you hate that.
I know, but I'm sure I can get him to quit again once I make him happy.
Don't you think you're just on the rebound? You probably should give yourself some time, you know? Just in case you're not seeing things the right way.
I've been in love with him my whole life.
Great. Whatever, you go ahead and try it. Listen, it was good to see you. I gotta run these things in before they fire me once and for all.
Josh,
Yeah?
don't go away all mad and in a huff. I don't know what you're so annoyed for.
I'm not, it's just, I know what he's up to. That's all, it never changes, this game. This is all any of this relationship stuff is. Some game to keep our minds off of how pathetic our lives really are.
Oh, stop it. You just like being cynical because it looks cool.
Look, I really do have to go.
I know, but hey, wait. You'll leave your light on?
Do I ever turn it off?
Thanks.
Camera flash. The scene freezes. The lights abruptly change to sepia, where there is a rather short frame before freezing into a partial blackout. Camera flashes will be used consistently throughout the play, having the effect of turning the ends of scenes into photographs. Act 1, Scene 3, Adrian's apartment on platform. Later that evening. Lights up on Josh's apartment first. Josh can be seen in his apartment studio below working. At given moments in the scene, there will be an effect to simulate the flash of the camera and the lighting. A couple poses near Josh, reflecting the pictures he is sorting through and fixing up, and the emotions of the ensuing scene. Next, lights up on Adrian as she is primping in her flat. Edmund staggers up the stairs to her apartment, loudly stamping on the steps. Josh glances in annoyance at the noise. Edmund knocks on Adrian's door. He is drunk. The couple is in a posing, reflecting portrait.
Hey, Adrian! You in? I'm here just to Just a tad.
Oh, please, not in here. My whole apartment will smell.
So open up a window. You have a fire escape, don't you?
Camera flash. Couple changes to tense pose, more separated from each other than before. Sad or angry or just reflecting distance.
So, Edmund, I thought we were going out.
Oh, yeah, we were. I know. I was gonna take you out. I was all excited too, but I just couldn't. I can't.
Edmund, what is it? What happened?
Oh, everything's wrong. I just felt so lonely. So I got done with my meeting, this thing early, and I was walking around at Kill Time, and I went into this bar on 7th, and there was this waitress there, and that looked just like Missy. And you know how she had that barmaid look to her? And I just felt so bad, like shit, you know? So I had some beers, and I don't know what, and I just couldn't go out to dinner. I don't know. But I came here.
Oh, God, Edmund, it's all right. They brought in some bagels to work today anyway. I'm fine. Please, can I get you anything? I can make some soup real quick.
How about some wine? You got any wine?
Wine? But you've already been drinking. Don't you think you should...
Yeah, wine. You asked about wine, anything, and I told you.
Lights flash. Couple turns away from each other.
But it's okay. I'll go grab some for both of us. Yeah.
Here, I got it. Oh, okay. You pour it. All right. Okay, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Woo! See, now isn't this nice? It's a pleasant evening. I feel better already.
I really can't stand the smell of that thing. It makes me ill. Can't you just, like go smoke it outside? Oh, what are you doing? You just got ash on my sofa.
Come on, don't be like that. I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you so bad.
Edmund, please, you're just drunk. Don't do that. Don't be like this. Edmund, stop. Let me go. Ah!
What? Go on! Get out of here! Go on! Get! Put that thing out!
I feel so stupid. I miss Jake.
No, don't. Come on, Jake. And Edmund, he's just a liar. It's what they do.
But you told me it would be this way, and I didn't listen. Why can't I ever listen?
Because you're just trying to lead the brave and happy life.
What?
The brave and happy life. Happiness comes more from loving than being loved. And often our affections seem wounded. It's only our vanity bleeding. To love and to be hurt often, and to love again, this is the brave and happy life.
Wow. That's so beautiful. And true, but I thought you gave up on all that.
Don't get all excited. I didn't make it up. It's a quote. I picked it up somewhere. Mr. J.E. Buckrow said it. A writer, I believe.
Still, it doesn't sound like something you pay attention to. But it's nice.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess this means I can turn my light off then?
Yeah, I think you're pretty much filled in on everything that you need to know about this.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll be wishing you a good night then, as I still have a lot of stuff to finish up downstairs.
Still working on the project?
Forever and always, it's going to be my breakthrough.
You're brilliant, you know that? Won't you ever show it to me?
Yes, but not tonight. Get some rest.
Josh, thank you.
Not necessary.
He
Bye.
exits down the stairs. Pauses halfway down and looks back towards her open door. She rises and closes the door, locks it. Camera flash. The lights abruptly change to sepia before crossfading into scene 4. End of scene. Act 1, scene 4, the office the next day. Dave is sitting at his desk working when Adrian enters and goes to her desk. He walks over to her.
Hey, look, I brought you something.
What's this?
It's yogurt and granola. You seemed like you needed something.
So your cure-all is yogurt and granola?
No, my cure-all is bringing someone her favorite snack when she's feeling less than joyful. It's something I picked up in a little institution called kindergarten. It seems to apply to adults too.
How'd you guess?
You seem like a yogurt and granola type of girl.
It's my favorite.
Well, yeah?
Thank you, seriously. I'm not even going to get lunch today. I have to really crunch for this new deadline now. It sucks, but then you come and show me this love and it's bad for my whole disgruntled work image.
Well, Earth's a great place for love.
What did you just say?
Oh, it's a quote. Robert Frost.
I know what it is. That's one of my favorite poems.
Virtues.
Wow.
Hey, do you want to have dinner tonight? I know this great Cuban restaurant plays live music sometimes.
Sure.
Well, okay, I could pick you up at your place. What time's good for you?
Oh, that won't be necessary. If you just give me the address, I can meet you there.
Why don't we leave together from work?
No, I'd like to go and freshen up first.
I just don't want you to get lost.
I've lived here all my life. I'm sure I'll be fine.
All right, but don't be afraid. Give me a call.
Don't worry, I won't be.
That's the address.
Okay.
And I guess if you're going to be home first, 7:30 should be all right?
That's fine.
Okay. And hey, don't waste that yogurt. What is this? Stop fraternizing. We're on the clock.
And where have you been, Larry? It's all right, Dave. We'll finish up at dinner.
Adrian! I had some spare time, so I went out shooting and I brought some new shots here to show you. Tell me what you think.
Wow, you had them developed really fast.
I did it right away. I couldn't wait. It was one of those inspiration moments, you know?
I wish I knew. Oh, Josh, wow. They're amazing. I mean,
Really? You say that about all of my stuff.
no, I'm serious. I don't know how you take what's out there and all that mess and turn it into perfection.
Oh. Thanks. That's cool.
Gosh, hey, I want to see your old albums again.
You've seen them 1,000 times. They haven't changed.
I know, but I just never get tired of them. Please.
Twist my arm. I guess you can see them tonight.
Are you gonna do any work today? I mean, I know you're a reporter, sort of, but I think you need to talk. You think you need to talk to every guy that comes into the office?
What's he babbling about? I drop by all the time.
I'm talking about your little boyfriend over there. And while we're at it, it's extremely unprofessional to date a coworker.
Oh, then that leaves you out, doesn't it?
What?
He's just jealous because I have a date tonight.
Oh. Do you?
Yeah.
Dave?
Shh.
All right.
All right, that's it?
Yeah.
How could you not have anything more to say?
I don't know. Seems all right to me.
Oh my gosh, then it's perfect. That's a sign right there you never approve of me.
I know. I don't. I'm a little weirded out by it myself.
You don't even understand, Josh. He is perfect. He's from the Brady Bunch or something. That sounds so stupid, but he's not even like a regular guy. Oh, he brought me yogurt.
So I guess Jake is out then?
Jake? Loser?
So this new guy brought you yogurt, huh?
I know.
Well, I hope he's not boring or anything. If someone is too nice, don't you think he'd be boring after a while?
Why do you always think of the long-term stuff right away? It's only the first date.
It's just the kind of guy I am, I guess.
Well, as a start, it's pretty refreshing to have a nice guy.
Imagine that. Well, I really don't know what else to say. Have fun?
I'm so excited now. You've just made everything all the more perfect. If he passes your critique, then the sky's the limit.
Oh, what about my albums?
Sky's the limit.
Adrian is in her daydream and Josh turns away, disappointed. Camera flash. The lights abruptly change to sepia crossfading into scene 5. And a few hours later, Act 1, Scene 5. The scene is being changed into a Cuban restaurant. Live music plays and stagehands and actors dance to in appropriate fashion as they set the scene. Sergio sits at the bar. He's being served by a waitress. Adrian and Dave sit at the table. The waitress goes back and forth between customers. Sergio is obviously interested in what Adrian is doing, but is not overt.
I still can't believe you're into Frost.
And I knew you loved yogurt and granola.
Yeah, and that you knew that, yes.
Well, it's not like you're into yogurt or raisin rice or anything. I mean, that would be weird.
You're kidding me.
What?
I love them. How can you love them? You're a god.
No way. I look for talent in music, not mindless assuming. Actually, it's not that weird because what is a song but a poem set to music? And we've already established that you and I are both poetry aficionados.
You know, you're right. But still, I want to see exactly how eerie this relationship is going to be. Okay, movies. Blockbusters or artsy indie films?
Indies, no question.
Yes.
All right, my turn. Cookies, chocolate chip, Oreos.
Oreos!
I knew it.
Oh, and my favorite midnight snack is to take like 5 or 6 Oreos and put them in a bowl and pour milk on them and eat them like soup. I call it cookie soup.
Now that's just all right.
Shut up!
No, it's all right. It sounds interesting. I'll have to try it sometime.
Yeah.
Shall we continue? Okay. The likes are easy enough, but dislikes, that's a challenge. So on a Saturday night, would you rather go clubbing or catch a local band?
I hate clubbing. I hate how people are there to pick up other people and they don't even do it right. There's music playing and supposedly you're there to dance, but no one ever does. And that's the worst part because I just love dancing.
And the ones who are dancing are just piss drunk.
I know. I don't drink either. Well, I hardly do. I just don't like the taste of alcohol. It has to be masked.
Yeah, I only drink socially, at business functions and whatnot, because really that's the only way to survive those things.
Don't I know it? So, wow, I think we're like the only 2 people in the world who hate clubbing and drinking, forget about it. We'd be outlawed if anybody knew.
Well, it doesn't matter if we're outlawed anyways, because we seem to be soulmates, so we can go off into the mountains together.
We totally can and exist on granola.
Okay, one more, just for kicks.
Okay.
Reality TV or...
Hate it with a passion.
Well, you can't win them all.
What? No, come on. Tell me you don't like it.
I like it.
How can you like that? You know, and you seem so intelligent too.
Hey!
all right, just kidding. But that's too bad.
Yeah, well, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, you've got good enough qualities to get by, I guess.
I was talking about you.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Well, I must leave you now briefly, head for the men's room, but I shan't leave you empty-handed. Before I go, I give you this poem to ponder.
You brought a poem for me?
Of course. Listen. Canis Major by Robert Frost.
I've never heard of that.
Here we go. The great overdog, that heavenly beast, with a star in one eye, gives a leap in the east. He dances upright, all the way to the west, and never once drops on his forefeet to rest. I'm a poor underdog, but tonight I will bark with the great overdog that romps in the dark.
How neat.
Nothing till I get back.
I can't believe this.
overseas from Italy. I'm in town for a big event, a party.
Yeah, you must be one of our European contacts. That's so You're not gonna like this, but that man over there at the bar sent me this drink. So,
Why wouldn't I like that? Nice guy.
are you serious? You're not jealous?
Oh,
Well, okay. Wow. Now about this Canis Major poem.
it's great, isn't it? But before we get to it, I really wanted to ask you something. Now that we're friends and all,
Oh, yeah, we're friends.
thanks so much. You see, I'm actually a really shy guy. It's hard for me to approach someone.
Oh no, you were perfect today.
Thanks. But actually, I need you to help me with something. One of your friends, I think his name is Gustav? Well, he just seems really nice, and I was wondering if maybe you could introduce me.
Gustav? You want me to introduce you to Gustav? Oh, you need help getting started with networking.
Right, yes.
Oh.
Can you help me out?
Yeah, that would be great. Yes, absolutely. Maybe we could all go out sometime.
That would be great.
You know, that would help all of us get to know each other a little bit better, and it shouldn't be a problem adding you to Gustav's VIP list, you know, sure. I don't know. He'd probably even go for you.
I'm not even gonna think about that.
No, I'm serious. I mean, would you want him to go for you?
That'd only be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if I were a guy, I'd be pinching myself if someone like Gustav would go for me. Wouldn't you just pinch yourself if he asked you out on a date?
I really would. He's just really good looking. So would you help me out?
Sure. You know, we really are soulmates, because I almost fell for you.
Camera flashes. The lights abruptly change to sepia before crossfading into scene 6. Adrian walks from the restaurant area into Josh's apartment, changing scenes in view of the audience. End of scene. Act 1, Scene 6. Josh's apartment, later that night. Adrian sits slouching on Josh's couch. She is in a funk. Josh sits next to her, relaxed, munching chips.
I just feel so utterly sexless. Oh.
That's it. I'm joining a nunnery.
No, please don't do that. It would be a tragedy for men everywhere. You're too hot to join a nunnery.
Oh, shut up. And I'm serious, too. I'm done. I'm just tired of the disappointment. It all seems so pointless. Give me a chip!
Finally, you see things my way.
Look at me. I'm eating Tostitos, for God's sake.
Yes, you are. And so am I. We're eating chips together.
God, I'm so desperate that you're actually singing cute to me right now.
Yeah, you must be desperate.
For some reason, your chips always taste better than my chips.
You're not stale.
Maybe it's because I only ever eat them when I'm depressed, not because you're stale.
Maybe.
So I guess this means, oh, it's you.
No, I guess this means you don't want me to get my albums out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it probably, a bit of beauty would probably do me a bit of good right now, but I just don't feel like I could be a fair art.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Josh, tell me something.
What? You already know how I feel about this whole thing. I think human beings are absurd in their obsession with other people. You know? If people spent more time taking care of themselves, in general, the quality of life in the world would raise to a record-breaking high.
But what does that have to do with this issue? Right here, right now. You're talking about a hypothetical perfect world, and I'm on the verge of just drying up and withering away.
Well, you're not going to dry up.
I mean, I know you're invincible, okay? Somehow you've managed to disconnect that part of yourself. I suppose that's why you really can't imagine what it's like, you know, just dusty and waiting.
imagine what that's like. All right, here, I want to try something.
Hey!
Just lie there. Just chill.
You're not serious. I mean, come on, I'm not here for a date.
Please? Is that all you think about? Besides, I should be so lucky. Kidding. No heart. Remember? Just be quiet. Sit there.
This is ridiculous. It's only making things worse because it's like all romantic.
He points to the candle on their silence. They sit and watch it for a bit, and she gets lost in it, relaxing. He watches her watching the flame. There's tension and uncertainty here as to what will occur in the next moment. Finally, Adrian notices him looking at her.
I know what I mean. I need a little passion.
Blackout. End of scene. Act 1, Scene 7. The office, 2 days later. Warm-colored lights come up on stage, but the office set is placed and kept in partial shadow. Tango music plays, and Sergio and Adrian do a dance together, in and around the office set. It is fast and passionate. It ends with Sergio twirling Adrian into her desk chair. Colored lights fade, and office lights come up on full. Adrian is still daydreaming about her date as Larry and Dave take their places at their desks, and Mrs. St. Clair enters. She has a file or papers in her hand.
Adrian, what is this?
Oh, that's my article, isn't it?
I know it's your article. What is it that you think you are doing here?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
This article is far from publishable. It's not edgy, it's not fresh, and you've only got half the interview material you need. It's mostly fluff and filler, or some kind of abstract, creative writing piece. What were you thinking?
I don't know. I thought I'd try something different, something more poetic.
Well, don't. This is a multi-million-dollar magazine, not a high school literature class.
It's the deadline. I've had to speed things up almost triple. I'm faster at creative structures, so I thought I'd try it that way. I can do it over. I can work on it some more.
You better work it over some more. There's no option there.
Okay, I am. I'll get on it right now.
I'm just so surprised. What's going on? This is unheard of for you.
I don't know. I mean, nothing. I just was misled, but I'll fix it all now.
Well, whatever it is, you better get it together by the gala. And pull it together enough to come appropriately, too. My nephew is coming in for the event. I'll introduce you.
Yes. Okay, I understand. That would be
All right, now just get to work.
The scene freezes with a camera flash. The lights abruptly change to sepia. Lights return to normal, and Adrian rushes out of the room in a panic, upset. Crossfade into scene 8. End of scene. Act 1, Scene 8. Josh's apartment, a few minutes later. Adrian is pounding on Josh's door.
I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm having a nervous breakdown.
Whoa. What is it? What happened?
Larry?
Aren't you at work?
I'm a mess. I couldn't stay. I'll just tell him I went to lunch early. Oh, Josh, it's awful. I almost got fired today. I may get fired yet.
Was it Larry? I'll kill him. You don't really have to put up with that. Legally, it's a...
No, it's not that. Besides, he's harmless. It's Mrs. St. Clair. She said my article was unacceptable and I have to redo the whole thing.
What? With the same deadlines? Such a Nazi.
No, but it's not even that. I thought it was, but now I realize that it's deeper than that. I think I don't know what I'm devoting my life to anymore. I started out picturing one thing, but it's all been completely turned around since then. You're so lucky, or maybe brave, whatever it is. You've managed to live your life and still hold on to what you love.
Well, no one is completely successful in that. But if you mean my photography, yes. I do get to do that on an occasion, but I still have to make money. Sure.
I know, and that's why I took this job, but it's just completely blotted out everything else I love about writing. God, there was a time I would sit for hours and just read poems, all kinds.
Yeah. I remember you were doing that the first time I saw you. You were sitting on your couch and I came over to borrow some film for a photo thing I was working on. You were reading, E.E. Cummings, I think.
Wow, I can't believe you still remember that.
Yeah, well, anyway, what I'm saying is, you do love that, so it can never fully leave you. You just have to keep walking forward. Sometimes that's all you can do.
It really is all I can do because I don't see how to fix any of this. I gotta get this article done or I won't eat, let alone have money to buy books to read.
Yeah, just keep walking forward.
Blindly.
Hey, I know, I got something to fix you up for the moment. At least. Here, look at these.
Great, your albums, yeah. I never got to look at them the other day. Josh, how many times do I have to tell you you're so beautiful? When are you gonna finally have an exhibition? I told you, Gustav knows some people.
Yeah, someday.
Really, you should. It's just such a waste not to, your pictures. They replace the good things inside of me that are torn out on a daily basis.
You really are a poet.
Josh, when are you going to show me your secret project? I want to see it. I'm sure I need to see it.
Soon. One day I will, I promise. Just not yet. It's not ready yet, but here, let's just focus on these for now. See, this one is one of my favorites because it has this Baghdadish, Middle Eastern feel to it, even though I use the West Village as a focus. What?
Baghdadish? Is that like your own vocabulary?
Hey, I'm not the writer here. At least I made you laugh.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Camera flashes. The lights abruptly change to sepia before returning to normal once more.
As much as I would love for you to stay here, I now have to play father until you get back to work before you really do get fired.
Oh, you're right, okay. Thanks. Here I am. Walking forward. Oh, right out your door.
Bye.
Bye.
Camera flashes. The lights abruptly change to sepia before fading into partial blackout. End of scene. Act 1, Scene 9. A poetry club, Friday night. As this scene transition is taking place, a poet walks the center stage with a microphone, spotlighted. As the transition is happening, the poet recites the following. A New Age poem set to abstract music, creating an ethereal and spacey atmosphere. It should seem slow, almost slow motion, and be a sort of mesh between the avant-garde and Dillard styles.
Dizzy. My life is dizzy. I search the skies, I search the sea, the earth. The earth is spinning. I walk the earth, I want to be your angel. Lift me above the screaming and let me feel your peace.
Lights change to that of the regular scene. Adrian is with Gustav and Dave. They sit at a table. People mingle.
can't believe you actually found a poetry club, Dave. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I must say, of all the experiences I've had, I've never been to a place like this.
Oh, no
and,
way.
And that's saying a lot.
I come here all the time, actually. Every so often, I read something myself.
No way. You read your own stuff?
Sure, sometimes.
I would be so terrified.
There's supposed to be a lot of readings tonight, actually, so that'd be a cool thing for you to see. Most of it's new artists showing their work.
Oh, wow. You found my heaven.
It seems like you sure do know all the right buttons to push, Dave.
Yes, I do.
Look, someone's going up on stage.
Oh, there you go. Just read it.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out tonight. It's real savvy of you. My name is Blaine, and my piece is called Soul Screamer. Flames lick into the night air, groping and flinging with all, cries composed of countless meanings. Solitary heads bow honorably. These be good people, finding depth in the quiet things. An arc of shoulders and clasped hands stretching across the dark, sighing tears trickle an orange glow. To turn a corner and find profundity, just when you think it's all over. Shreds burn with the fuel of thoughts, soaked in layers of the beginning of an end. No matter what you do, there is always goodbye. The smoke exhales into the stars, carrying our souls on flower petals with the caresses of our unity. And we cannot speak, but to scream. Thank you.
Hey, that was really good, man.
Oh, thanks. Hello.
Hi. Camera flashes. The lights abruptly change to sepia before the blackout. End of scene. Act 1, Scene 10. Dream sequence. The middle of the night. A thick mist covers the stage floor. Lights are purple and shadowy. Chamber music plays for a bit on an empty stage, setting the mood. Then Adrian slowly rises out of the mist from the floor, wearing a period costume. She strolls in a circular path around the stage once, looking here and there as if on a walk. She stops at center and proceeds to do a stiff and brief dance, appropriate to the music. She is interrupted by the lights flickering between purple and red several times as a cluster of people enter, wearing costumes that are all the same, bold, solid color. They seem as one body and are indistinguishable from each other. The music becomes more demented and pulsing as the lights continue to flicker. The cluster rapidly encircles Adrian, taunting and intimidating her with their movement only, no sound. She tries to run one way, and then the other, but is always blocked. The first time, she is blocked by Mrs. St. Clair, who steps out from the mass to distinguish herself. When she does, the other dancers stop on the opposite side of Adrian and freeze, clustered. Also, as individuals emerge, the flickering lights cease. The music stops with Mrs. St. Clair.
Where's my article, Adrian? You're 3 years overdue.
What? That's impossible.
3 years.
But the calendar, the time I've been watching.
Clean out your desk. 3 years.
How did this happen? What's going on?
I'm firing you for 3 years. 3 years. 3 years.
3 years. 3 years. 3 years.
I'll work harder. I have to work harder.
Larry enters wearing a bright patterned suit, loud and fluorescent, holding a cigar. He seems to float out and stops just to the side of everything.
Hey, baby, I lost my number. Can I have yours? Heaven must have lost an angel because I'm standing here looking at one. Hubba, hubba, hubba.
Leave me alone!
The cluster freezes again, this time at her other side as a man steps out, played by Edmund. His face turned towards the audience, shadowed. He wears a fedora.
Edmund?
Hey, beautiful.
Finally, a friendly face.
What's the crazy get-up?
It's not crazy. crazy, Edmund. I like it. It's pretty.
Who's Edmund?
What? You are.
No, I'm not. I'm Jake. Christ, you don't even know me anymore.
Wait, I do know you. It's just, you look so different. I thought you were Edmund, but you don't look like anyone anymore.
Well, I am someone. I'm Jake. It's you that's nothing. You're nothing to me, and that's why I'm smoking. Smoke and mirrors. I'm gone.
Please don't say that. I loved you.
Look, who? No one. You love no one. Who? Who are you?
Stop it.
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you?
I can't see. Stop. Help me, I'm caged. Stop.
At the peak of the frenzy, Blaine appears, spotlighted, and glides over to Adrian. He holds out his hand to her, and she is able to walk through the circling crowd. She takes his hand when she is through, and then as they meet, the dancers freeze in a cluster off to the side behind Adrian.
Blaine, I'm saved.
She goes in to kiss him, and right as their lips are about to meet, the cluster surges forward and grabs Adrian away. She is pulled off stage, reaching for him all the way. He just stands and watches her go, nonchalant. He walks to center stage, takes out a cigarette, and lights it, raising it to his mouth as blackout. End of Act 1.
Okay, good. Listen, we'll just take a couple of minutes and then we'll go into the second.
Keep one. Most of the rest is in the club. But it can't happen because I'm focused.
No. It's a new one.
Dad, did you just use the word mother in a sentence? I'm more impressed with you, mother, than the word sentence.
I use it in my everyday life. Mustard. I use mustard straight. The mustard station.
Change your shoes. I know, but I didn't know you wanted an extra week. Very
Are these getting progressive?
Yeah, there was a Lincoln Fury girl.
And he's gonna be in like this blue room and you're like a pink one with flowers. What you're selling.
Mario, is the camera?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay.
It's doing great. Let's pick up the cue for what's happening.
Everybody got their Tostitos?
Act 2, Scene 1. Josh's apartment, Wednesday, 5 days after the end of Act 1. Early evening. Music plays. Josh is dancing as he fixes some popcorn and mixes 2 drinks. At first, he is just bopping to the music.
pictures I must have spilled on the floor, making the sangrias.
Sorry that took so long. I thought I ate the last of the Tostitos the other night, but I couldn't find them.
That's definitely something you would do. Here, take your sangria. And let's get ready for some Turner Classic Television.
Can you teach me the dance moves for the gala this Friday?
All right. Ha ha ha.
No, I'm serious. They were really, really cool. Especially like that wavy thing you did.
What wavy thing? I didn't do a wavy thing.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, you did. It was a wavy thing, and it was right after the kicking part.
Kicking part? Okay. You know what? I don't need this. That was just a kick-ass song, all right?
You shouldn't be ashamed of it. Your dancing is really good.
Shut up.
It was. I mean, you really gave new meaning to the phrase "dance like no one's watching."
That's enough.
Hey!
I'm trying to watch a movie here.
What's that shit? Ed, I had another dream about him last night.
Great.
It was even weirder this time, though. There was all this fog, and I just remember I was wearing some sort of old-fashioned dress or something.
All right, I can see we won't be watching any movies tonight.
Hey, you didn't have to turn it off. I was just making conversation.
See, that's the thing about watching a movie. It really doesn't leave much room for conversation. You either do one thing or the other.
Don't you like talking to me?
Yeah, but we had said we were going to watch the movie tonight. All right, okay, all right, we'll talk. Tell me about it. I am from this point on all ears.
Well, it was pretty much the same as all the others, except this time there was mist and a crazy dress. Just the same as all the others. It's so annoying to get so close to something, and then just like that, it dreams over. Why does that happen?
You know what they say about dreams? They're a reflection of your subconscious. And in life, he still hasn't kissed you yet. He's not going to kiss you in your dreams either.
Well, I know, but whatever happened to the phrase "in your dreams," I mean, doesn't that mean you dream about the things you want most?
I don't know, Adrian. I'm really not an expert. I just think it's odd that you spend the entire weekend together and he still hasn't kissed you yet. I mean, who is this guy anyway?
Oh, he's a poet.
I need a poem. Yeah, well, now that we've come to that conclusion, can I please put the movie back on?
I didn't make you turn it off in the first place.
Good. Then that's a yes. Here we go. Great, we missed the best part.
Oh, Josh, why do you get all agitated? Don't be cranky. The kiss will come soon. I know it. I wonder what he's doing, right? He's probably getting ready, for tomorrow night. Josh, you should come. Then you'll see how talented he is.
You couldn't pay me enough to set foot in that club.
Ah, why not?
Because I can't stand that dude. I mean, I really don't feel like spending an entire evening all pissed off.
Why are you yelling? I'm just trying to get some time to hang out with you. We really don't chill as much as we used to.
You can't even watch a simple movie with me.
Josh,
What?
come to the club with me. Come on. We'll dance. Yeah. Come on. We'll dance like this.
Knock it off.
Come on, Josh. Come out with me tomorrow. Look. I'm dancing for you.
Fine. All right.
How can you resist?
All right, I'll go. Just knock it off, will you? Jeez.
Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be so much fun. You don't even know, Josh, this club is so cool.
Yeah. Okay, it's good. Now, can I please watch the movie? Please, can we at least get through the second half?
And most of all, you finally get to see Blaine for who he really is.
I can't wait.
Camera flashes. The lights abruptly change to sepia before fading into partial blackout. End of scene. Cue scene 2, the club the next night, around 9 p.m. As the scene is being set, the characters of the club's world come on stage in a straight line, snapping their fingers in a rhythm before breaking off to their respective places. Blaine is at the bar, talking to a girl. Adrian, Josh, and Gustav sit at a table downstage.
Maybe he doesn't know you're here.
He knows she's here.
Yeah, he said hi when I walked in.
How charming.
Well, you know how actors are when they have a show, they can be like in the zone.
He's gonna recite a poem. It takes zero talent.
Yeah, just a big head.
Well, I was gonna say a big ego, but I guess that covers it.
Honey, you have no idea. But I do admit it would work either way.
I'm gonna go talk to him. You know, to wish him luck.
Good luck.
Excuse me. Hey, what's up? I saved you a seat at my table.
Oh, of course you did. You're such a sweetheart. But it's like this chick. I sort of have to mingle around, you know, to warm up the crowd for my performance.
Oh, but I thought you were like a regular here.
I am. That's why I got to work the masses. I got to build up a fan base in the small venues before I can move on to the big.
I didn't know there was a market for poets.
Oh, sure there is. I'm an artist. We're all artists. And all artists are one.
Oh. Okay.
Listen, hey, there's Darcy. That girl's such a doll. I should go say hello. Order me a blue hypnotic, and I'll come and chill in a minute.
Well, that appears to have gone well.
Excuse me. I need a blue hypnotic, please.
Blue hypnotic? Who's that for? Not you.
No, it's for Blake.
So now you buy him drinks too.
He bought one for me before.
Great.
$12. Adrian, a blue hypnotic is $12.
I know, so?
Well, all right.
No way. You're not spending $12 on him.
Josh, please leave me alone. I'm a big girl.
Fine. I need some air.
Duchess, you need to slow down. Catch yourself. You keeping your eyes open, love?
Yes, of course I am.
Okay, just make sure.
Oh. Here, he'll come over now.
Oh dear. Are you, baiting him with drinks?
No,
Well, it sure seems like it.
I'm just being a good girlfriend.
Oh, well, who's that woman he's talking to?
Oh.
They seem pretty cozy.
Whatever.
Oh, thanks, Adrian.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I don't believe it. Oh my god, I'm so mad. What nerd?
What an ass!
Gustav, please stop checking him out. I'm serious.
Well, no, I just...
He didn't really just do that, did he? Did he really? He's gonna come back over. He better come back over here.
Just drop him, Duchess. D-R-O-P, just drop him.
It's not even like that. Being furious just isn't enough. I need something else. I need vacation.
Oh, you vixen!
I feel like it. I don't know what to do next. I don't even want to stay. But, you know, if I leave, then he won't even care. He's so oblivious. Look at him, prick. Oh.
Adrian, where are you going? Oh, shit.
Excuse me. Hi. Is this thing on?
Not good.
Yes. Hello. I feel inspired, and so I think I'd like to recite a poem, if that's all right with everyone. Wow, I guess you really can't see anyone's faces from up here, so I'm just gonna go with the benefit of the doubt and just jump right in. Oh my god. Okay. So I went through something tonight, and it made me feel this way. And I have to say something.
Just get to the poem.
Poem, right? over there with your blue eyes and silver smile. You find yourself with nails and hers up there among the stars. But stars live in darkness, and that's the only part bleeding through.
She falters, looks down, but Blaine says something to the girl next to him and chuckles.
You don't just walk on by, avoid my glance, as in a trance, on isolating feet we fly. No time for love, no care for warmth. To open up, embrace the world. Indifference. Forget humanity, no interest in connection. It's too easy to walk. Well, keep walking. Keep walking. Chin up. Eyes past, straight ahead. Don't look back. It's safe this way. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Why?
I don't know, I'm just...
The owner of the bar comes up to their table and speaks to Adrian.
Hey, that was really good. I hope you'll be a regular around here. We have publishers that come in sometimes. Incognito.
See, I told you. Whoa. Hey, you missed all the excitement.
No.
Because of your little clean time.
No. I saw it all. It was amazing.
Really?
Yes, really. You've got something, Adrian. You'll never be disillusioned again.
That really means a lot.
I hate to be the killjoy, but there's pestilence at 5 o'clock.
What do you want?
Oh, chick, turn down the ice. You must be all riled up from your performance. I like it. I've never seen your feisty side before.
You know, she has a name.
Hey man, I don't believe I've been, I'm Blaine.
Josh.
And I've seen you around here a few times.
No introduction necessary.
Okay. Right. Well, I just wanted to tell you, Adrian, that you were made to be on stage. You looked beautiful and confident.
Thank you.
I could use some of your inspiration sometime.
I just can't imagine where she got it from.
You should show that side of you more often. Well, I gotta go warm up.
Oh my gosh, it worked! I'm back in the game!
What?
Okay, folks. Well, I should say we'd call it a night.
I second the motion.
But you guys, you haven't even heard his poems yet. They're fantastic, I swear.
Yes, Duchess, but we have work tomorrow. Besides, you definitely should leave him hanging.
Then trust me, I've seen enough.
Well, ladies, I've called a cab for myself ahead of time, and I'm going in the other direction, so I hope you won't mind being deprived of my company on the way home.
No, man, I got this one.
Absolutely.
Crossfade into scene 3. End of scene. Act 2, scene 3. Downstage, the street outside a few minutes later. Josh and Adrian are walking home. The scene starts frozen with Adrian and Josh posed as though walking. The image is intimate, but not perfectly balanced. Camera flashes and lights come up. The scene is frozen in sepia before lights change to normal.
I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I actually got on stage and did that.
You were really impressive. I was shocked.
I know! It was shocking, wasn't it? I don't even know how I did it. I mean, I didn't write anything ahead of time. The words just came as easy and as naturally as the emotions I was feeling, like thoughts in my head, and then that man gave me his card. Wait, look, it's like a little souvenir.
Let me look at that. It has the club's number on it. I think he wants you to call to schedule regular gigs. Don't they pay you for that?
Oh my gosh, do they?
Yeah, I think they do. You're like a professional.
Stop it! Don't make fun.
I'm not. Seriously. You were amazing. I wanted to snap your picture.
Of course, the best part was the look on Blaine's face. That deserved a photograph.
Here we go again.
I wish I had a photo to hang on my wall, right above my bed.
All right, know what? That's enough. Really, I don't want to hear any more about him. I'm sick of Blaine.
Well, it's not you that has to date him. That would make for an interesting conversation.
Not really.
Come on. Get a sense of humor.
No, you need to get some sense. You can't treat people like this, Adrian. You can't just take endlessly from them.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about me. I've had enough of your Blaine stories. In fact, I've had enough of your stories to write a novel, a soap opera, and they're not even interesting enough to be a novella.
Since when does a friend only listen to stories that are interesting?
Yeah, a friend. Adrian, you don't even know the meaning of the word friend. You should really look it up in one of your dictionaries or even one of your poems. All those love odes that you read. Why don't you count how many times you hear the word friend in them?
I don't understand you at all.
Yeah, I know you don't. And that, my friend, is the whole root of this problem.
Josh, I didn't think we had a problem.
No, you definitely have too many problems to number. And quite frankly, I don't want to hear a single one anymore. Ever again. Especially, I don't want to hear any more about Blaine. You're so blind.
What? Tell me.
No, I'm done with the telling. And so are you.
Look, if he told you something, listen, if he told you something when I wasn't there, if you know something, anything, I won't be mad, I promise.
Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going any further right now. I need to think. Cool off. Walk around a bit by myself. So if you don't mind, we're a block away from the apartment. You're not going to die in a block.
Okay, you'll leave your light on?
Don't count on it.
You can't mean that. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Camera flashes. The scene changes into a sepia. Adrian and Josh stand opposite each other. An image of deep sadness is captured before lights change back to normal and Adrian runs off stage, devastated. Lights change to a spot on Josh, who now turns out to the audience. The gala attendees, including the dance couple, enter, dressed in formal wear. They walk solemnly in front of Josh, 2 by 2 in a line, crossing past him and then into the area of the stage where the gala will be. They march as though going to a funeral, slow and in unison. Once they reach their positions, they freeze and there's a blackout on Josh. End of scene. Act 2, Scene 4. The company gala party. A swanky New York City ballroom Friday night. On Lights Up, there should be a burst of energy in stark contrast to the atmosphere of the previous scene, and as little time as possible should pass between Lights Down and Lights Up. The entire cast is on stage, save for Adrian and Larry and Josh.
This is it, babe. The start of the best night of your life. And I'm not talking about the party.
You know what I'd really like right now? Some champagne. Why don't you be a gentleman and go get me one? Make that 2.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my Gucci, please tell me you didn't just do what I think you did.
What else was I supposed to do? It would be professional suicide to come single to a thing like this.
Hello, Cinderella, you're talking to the fairy godmother here. Parties are my specialty. But him, Duchess, I taught you better than that.
I know. I just don't know what I'm doing anymore. I can't even think straight. I don't know what's wrong with me. And all I seem to do is dig myself deeper and deeper. I've never in my life felt so disconnected. Do I look okay?
Well, besides the fact that you're wearing 2 different shoes.
What?
Stop. It looks beautiful.
Thanks. Oh God, he's coming back. What do I do?
Adrian, I just got done speaking with our European contacts. They loved your feature. Nice work. I knew you'd get it together.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. You know, just doing my job.
No, you're just keeping it.
Typical. She can never be 100% nice.
Saved by the boss.
Hi, Lee. Lane. Hi. What are you doing here?
I've got connections for every hit spot in the city. But that limelight seems dim right now in your presence.
Oh.
Adrian,
Dave. I think I saw Liza Minnelli by the caviar. And that's Liza. Look at this.
I've been feeling like a hurricane ever since you recited that poem at the club last night. I couldn't get why. I mean, everything was the same as always.
Yeah, I've been kind of feeling that way too.
See, it's a sign. We're kindred spirits.
What? I can't really hear you. It's so loud in here.
I said we're kindred spirits.
We have principessa.
Sergio, hello.
You look molto bella tonight.
Doesn't she? I was just telling her that.
Wow, then you have truly perceptive eyes. Although it would not take much to notice this woman's beauty.
Hi, I'm Blaine. I'm just spilling my innermost passions to Adrian. We have a history together.
Yes, I see. I could sense I was interrupting.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing you the last time before I returned to Italy. You left an imprint.
That man is just so affected. I mean, nobody acts like that. Italy is still planet Earth.
You really don't think it's too loud in here? I sort of feel like a little dizzy.
No, I think the music is great, actually. But please, I don't want to talk about the music anyway. If I don't kiss you right now, I think I'll explode.
What?
Adrian!
Oh!
I just had to talk to you.
There's another one.
How did you get in here?
It doesn't matter, but I knew you'd be here. I remembered you told me about how you had this event coming up and how you were nervous about it. See, do listen. I care about your life.
Shit. Well then, that's right. Hey man, we were in the middle of something.
Please, I just need to say this. I can't sleep. I'm not hungry. I feel like I'm going insane. I quit smoking for you. I haven't had a cigarette in days.
That's why you can't sleep then. Come on, let's go.
No!
Listen, leave us alone.
I'll fight for you, Adrian.
That's something we both have in common then.
Guys, I really think it's so crowded in here. I think I need to turn the noise down.
You're a mess, man. Go on, before somebody kicks you out.
I'm not leaving without Adrian.
What's going on? I feel like my head is going to explode. I can't breathe.
Hey, take it somewhere else. This isn't the bar, right?
Who let you two in here
There's
anyway?
important people here. Hey, are you?
How did you two get in
Are
here?
you kidding me? I've got connections,
Adrian,
man.
please touch that. I'm starting over for you.
Hey, there you are, baby. I've been looking for you all night. I mean, it's time to get this party really started. I got the car out front. What do you say we blow this joint?
I really can't stay here anymore. I have to go. So much noise.
Adrian, I have great news. Some important people are real impressed with tonight. I want to talk to you about a promotion. Adrian.
A crossfade happens in the style of the photograph flash device, with a blackout on parting lights happening simultaneously to a flash and lights up on downstage to become the street outside, but no freeze this time. The rest of the cast exits silently and quickly. Adrian stops running to pause and breathe. She takes a deep breath and exhales again slowly.
The world seems like a chaotic, screaming mess. Run to the quiet.
Fade to partial blackout. Act 2, Scene 5, Josh's apartment and studio. Sometime later that night, Josh is in his studio. His masterpiece, a collage of black and white photographs of people kissing, is projected on the screen, but dim. He stands looking at it, his back to the audience. There are suitcases all around, as if he has been packing.